So we are going to start. Good afternoon. We remind our attendees that the session will be recorded for later sharing in our media. We remind you to keep your microphones turned off at all times. At the end of the presentation, we will have 15 minutes of questions and answers. Afterwards, please take the attendance survey. The La Salle International Education Center welcomes you to our third International Education Fair, to the presentation entitled Exchange Program with Institut Supérieur d'Électronique de Paris, given by Beata Mokivikova. We are also joined by Tania Santillan from the International Education Center, who is in charge of questions and answers. Dear Beata, we are very pleased to have you here this morning. So please feel free to start your lecture.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your welcome. Can you hear me? Everything is okay?
Yes.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I will present our institution. As it was told, it's called Institut Supérieur d'Électronique de Paris, so just Isep. So we are in a graduate engineering school situated in Paris. And so I will present briefly following this summary. So some overview, then I will tell a few words about the education, exchange, everything you can be concerned by, exchange. Then I will talk a little bit about the corporate partnership, research activities, and student life. So we are a French engineering graduate school in digital technologies. That means that we have an education of 5 years. Okay, so we don't have bachelor's and master's, but after 5 years, our students get a master's degree. So we are quite specialized, and our domains of our fields of education and research are computer science and cybersecurity, electronics, telecommunications and IoT, image processing, data science, and artificial intelligence. So few words, some overview of our institution. So we are non-profit private graduate school. So we are accredited by CTI. CTI, in fact, is an accreditation body, national accreditation body in France for engineering schools. So it's the highest accreditation a school can get in France. So we were established in 1955. So maybe a few key words. We are so accredited for master engineering degree since 1959, recognized by the French government. So we have each year about 350 graduate students. We have now about 10,000 of alumni. So our alumni work is strong, and so we are a member of different bodies in France. Maybe it's not interesting for you, but so we are recognized and member of several different institutions in France. We were established by Catholic Institute in 1955, but today we are quite independent. We have always a strong relationship, and we collaborate with Catholic Institute, but we are completely independent from financial and pedagogical point of view. Our programs are managed by ourselves. So what about the institution, about our campuses? So we have two campuses. First one, so the very first campus was situated in Catholic Institute of Paris. Then we had a new building in not far from Institute Catholic Institute in the heart of Paris, in the Latin Quarter. And for now, it's from 6 years, we have built a new campus in Issy-les-Moulineaux. It's just next to Paris. It's about 20 minutes metro ride, underground ride between two campuses. So the first one is in Paris. The second one is in the Issy-les-Moulineaux, which is what we call smart city since 1998. We have a lot of headquarters of different companies as Microsoft, Cisco, Orange, Huawei, and so on. So you have some photos of these two campuses, and exchange students can have courses in both campuses. Moreover, for exchange students, we collaborate with Catholic Institute of Paris, and especially with the School of French Language and Culture, if students are interested in taking French language courses. So it's not far from the first Paris building in the heart of the Catholic Institute. So what about a few words about the education at Isep? So we are working a lot in the project form of education. So we have put some photos. So we have diverse education programs. So the first one is engineering graduate program. So that gives engineering master degree. So this is the main program we provide, and our exchange students who are taking courses inside. We are very encouraging innovation entrepreneurship. So our students can choose one what we call learning track in innovation and entrepreneurship. We have also specialized masters that are accredited in data protection and cybersecurity. We have also PhD students. So we have a rich doctoral program that is in partnership with public universities, and also some continuing education. So we have, as I explained, we are quite specialized in digital technologies. So for our students during the 5 years program, they specialized in the 2 last years. If you know a little bit the French system, in fact, during 2 first years, students do not have very specialized courses, really mathematics, physics, maybe some basics of computer science and electronics, but real engineering degree starts from the 3rd year. So in the 2 last years, students have a specialization. So it's written here. So we have information systems, software engineering, embedded systems, wireless telecommunications and IoT, business or data intelligence, digital security and network, e-health, and innovation and entrepreneurship. So those that are in blue are completely taught in English, but in the others we have a lot of courses taught in English. So I think there is quite a lot of choice for students who don't speak French. So we are here essentially for exchange programs. So we have bilateral agreements with many universities all over the world. So students come here for 1 semester or 1 year. And so the idea is to transfer credits validated in our institutions to the home university. So for the calendar, so you need to know that the first semester is from September to January, and the second semester from February to June. Students can take courses or modules from the engineering year 3, 4, or 5. From year 3, courses are taught in French, and in the 4th and 5th year, courses are given in English. Almost all of them are taught in English. Sometimes students are interested to a research project in a laboratory. So this is possible to discuss with our researchers. If you are interested in some research field, we can discuss, and you can come also for project, depending only a project for all credits, or you can mix some courses and a project in parallel. Then sometimes students are interested in industrial internship, so we allow students who spend 1 academic semester as exchange students to have an industrial internship. So if you are interested in that, it's possible, and if it is possible for your university. Of course, you need to have some level of language competencies. So it's B2 level in France. You have equivalence, but a certificate of your university would be sufficient just to confirm that you are able to attend courses in English or French if you can speak French. So all year 5 courses are taught in English. So for year almost all of them, and year 3 in French. So it's again, I put the link to the course catalog, also information about exchange students, but I will send it to your international office so they can so publish, and I have also sent some information before. So do not hesitate to go to our website to see more in detail which courses are available to exchange students. So you need to know that Paris is quite expensive city. So for the housing, it starts from 500 till 800, even more. So you should have for the life about 1,000 euros per month to survive with no difficulty. A few words about corporate partnership. If you are interested in industrial internship, so it's very important for institutions like ours to have a lot of collaborations with industry, and we have a strong partnership with different companies in Paris region. So we have lecturers from industry. So we have about 120 industrial lecturers who come here just maybe for a few hours or for semester courses. So if you come, you will see people from industry. They are specialized in some exact domain field, and so they come here to give lectures for our students to be already in real contact with industry. So for our students, they need to have 2 placements, industrial placements during their studies. So we are receiving a lot of offers for internships for our students, and we are well known from industry for welcoming our students for an internship. So then we organize internships and job fairs. We do interview simulations for our students, mentoring classes, business games, and so on and so on. So our graduates are very quickly integrated to the industry. In less than 3 months, they all of them are employed, and 80% stays in Paris region, and 12% graduates work abroad. So just some of our partners in different categories of companies. So then maybe research activities, if you are interested in working with our researchers. So research activities are organized within one laboratory that is called LISIT, with 2 research groups with about 40 researchers, PhD students included. So maybe I put some main research fields, areas. So artificial intelligence, then some field in telecommunications or multi-user wireless systems. We have a strong group working in advanced methods of interpreting and image coding. Some group working on energy recovery systems, and also one group in the micro, nano, and electronic systems. So our group is working for different research applications in diverse domains, like biomedical domain, connected environments, education and human learning, and so on and so on. Then a few words about the student life. A student union is called in French Bureau des élèves. In fact, every year a new team is elected by students, and they organize all other clubs and associations. So they are given some budget from the school to organize different events, different works, anything you want. And we have one special association for welcoming students from abroad, so exchange students or degree students. So they help them to get used to the school, to life in France. They have a buddy system and so on. So they are quite active. They organize different events for foreign students and for French students. So to get them all together and to work and live together. So some examples of associations. Junior Isep it's in fact a small company. Students are working on different projects, so it's from beginning to the end, from looking for the projects, call for projects, working on a project, to the financial end of the project. There are some other garages. It's kind of innovation hub. There is an entrepreneurship association, but we have also robotics. We have also association in sports, like you have here a sailing association, but in many other sports. And there are some others like music band. We have one association in the theater. Some cooking and so on and so on. So there is a very rich student life and active clubs and associations. So if you come here, I think you will be included in this association if you are interested. So there is a lot of things to do outside of studies. So I think it's better to reply to your questions if you have some for anything, for courses or life or anything you wish.
Okay, thank you very much, Beata. As you said, we will now move on to the questions and answers with the students that are here at the auditorium. So, ¿quieren preguntar algo, jóvenes? ¿Algo quieren preguntar? Okay.
Pueden hablar, ella los está escuchando.
¿O quieres? Ven aquí, párate aquí para que te vea aquí.
Más interactivo.
Sí, porque como aquí está la cámara,
Sí.
he's coming now to
Yeah.
give you the...
I have a question about the residence where we can stay.
Mm-hmm.
Your university doesn't makes part of the course program.
In fact, we have so for the accommodation we have several agreements with CRUZ or other student residences. So the number of places is limited. Okay, so normally it's the first coming, the first is served. So we have agreements. We have about I think there is 30 places for CRUZ. So yes, there are some places. So it depends. Yeah, it's the cheapest choice of accommodation. Yeah. So yeah.
Also, for the internships, does the exchange students can make part of the alternance?
No, because alternance is at least for 2 years. So it's not for exchange students. It's only for degree students. Yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
Simply.
No? Aprovechen. Okay. Thank you, Beata. I think that we are done with the questions.
Okay. If you have other questions, you can give my email address to your students. They feel free to contact me if you have any other questions about anything, any question about the school or life in Paris or so on.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your presentation. We bid you farewell with a warm applause from a distance. I have here your certificate.
Ah, great.
So I will send it to you
Okay.
by mail.
Thank you.
And thank you all for your presence. Now we will share the link for you to take the survey and register your attendance. We invite you to continue with the program of our International Education Fair. Thank you very much, Beata.
Thank you very much for your presence and for your welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.